I am DYANAROZAY, and I bring a unique commentary to your favorite reality TV shows and whatever is popping on social media. If you are not a subscriber, please become one. Hit that notification bell too, that way you don't miss any of my videos. I go by DYANAROZAY on all platforms, and I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me. What's up, Supreme Team? Welcome to the channel. We are here to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is season 10, episode 16. Child, it has gone from bad to worse. According to the clip I just saw, Maurice is saying it is time to pull the plug. He is playing, while Kimmy is sleeping, he is playing that song. You've abandoned me. Love don't live here anymore. Kimmy, he wants you to step, okay? In fact, okay, what? It's just a vacancy. Love doesn't live here anymore. He wants a new address. Tell him to get out of your house, ma'am. Damn it. Y'all, the scene is absolutely tough. Maurice and Kimmy are sitting across from each other on an outside patio. Y'all know when couples have outside meetings, it's because if I have this conversation in the house with you, some shit is going to get thrown. Some people might get cut. Okay. So they are sitting on an outside patio in order to keep it cute. And Maurice, he is not playing any games. He has a face that just looks like he don't even like her. You know what I'm saying? You know how, I mean, couples go through these times, but it's one of those faces. Like, I'm not going to make this cute for you. I don't care anymore at this point. Kimmy's trying to be her, you know, nice, polite, kind kid voice. So, you know, how's it going? How do you feel? And Maurice basically says, I don't want to do this no more. I don't think I can do this anymore. And Kimmy said, do what? Do what? What are you saying? Right? And Maurice is looking her dead in the eye like, you know exactly what I'm saying. And Kimmy puts the words in his mouth. Kimmy says, you told me before we entered therapy that you wanted me to be happy, whether we were together or not. Bingo, Kimmy. Bingo. He's preparing you for his exit. He wants you to go on ahead and cut the ties. He's ready. Y'all have been together for over 12 years, 7 years dating, about 5 years married. So you've been together for a long time. You know exactly who this man is and what he's about. And you keep thinking that if you show him that you won't abandon him, that you won't leave him, that that's supposed to mean something, and it doesn't. He's ready for you to go, girl. Okay? He said it's time to pull the plug. And he's been saying this for a long time, both on the show and off. Before, he was just dogging the hell out of you when it came to Kiowa. When it came to Kiowa, he was dogging your ass out. But after the cancer treatments, Maurice tried to put you out to pasture, girl. He doesn't like the life that he lives right now. That's what it looks like. In sickness and in health, he's not taking those vows seriously. No, you're not who you used to be. And he said this on a recent interview following last week's episode. He said Kimmy used to have the ex with him all the time, anytime, day or night. And now she is the one who changed. So he said, you changed the relationship and he wants out. Okay. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Let me put this post up here. Hold on. I'm going to tell y'all something, because a lot of y'all didn't understand when Kimmy was upset with Melody. And I told y'all in my review, if y'all were watching, I said, oh, Kimmy and Maurice are really going through it. And she is upset. She's upset that Melody brought that to TV. And she said it in season 9. So there's a scene where Mel calls Kimmy over to her house to exercise with her and her trainer. And then Melody has a one-on-one with Kimmy where she said, listen, girl, she's talking to her about the car accident. She said, listen, I had one that used to embarrass the hell out of me. And she tries to get Kimmy to open up about her issues with Maurice. And Kimmy wouldn't do it on camera. Then Kimmy has a conversation with Destiny about her meeting with Melody. And she said, Melody never called me when Maurice got into that accident, but on camera, she brings me over so she can be messy and get my business, right? And I have to tell y'all, this is what Melody meant when she said first season Mel was back, okay? Y'all remember when she said this? Because I missed first season Mel. First season Mel used to be a shit starter, and there wasn't nothing wrong with it. But y'all remember when Melody said this? If you have not been listening to Melody, she shared a couple months ago that first season Melody was back. And she also said, if y'all don't want to see first season Melody, don't watch. She said that over on her Tickety Talk. She sure did. She said, go on ahead and shake a bone and get the hell on. Because she said it in a not too cute or nice way. She said, y'all don't want to see it? Go. Don't come over here saying, Melody, this nothing. I'm working. I'm doing my job. And then she has the scene where she meets up with Kimmy at the coffee shop. And Kimmy tries to address Melody, saying she saw lipstick in the picture. She saw lipstick on Maurice's collar. Hell, all of that could have been planned too. Maurice could have hit a tree because he didn't want to go home to Kimmy, child. But yeah, all of that stuff, when men get nasty like that, it's because they don't want to be there anymore. Maybe they tried to break up with you and you just won't let them. And so he's doing it in public ways. And we got Dennis McKinney out here saying, I'm going to fight Maurice in October if he has 20K. Now, he wanted a little money for it, but he said, I will beat Maurice's ass, okay? And he said that the Carlos King interview was disgusting. That's the interview where Maurice tells Carlos that Kimmy should roll over and take it because his ego was bruised, that Kimmy said that she fakes it for Maurice. She fakes it because she didn't have, her libido wasn't allowing her to enjoy it and she just wanted him to get up, right? There was also a doggone urologist who said, may his ED come full force, okay? He said that Maurice needed to be snipped like a dog, fixed like a dog. What is going on with you, sir? Anyway, listen, most people know that when men get nasty like that, when they get ugly, embarrass you up, down, all around, I don't care what they tell you in private, they don't want you to be there anymore. They don't want you there anymore. I said this a few days ago too. I think the same thing. I literally said when I watched Sunday's episode, I said, he gives me the type of vibe, you know, when we was younger, high school, college, guys would do certain shit to make you break up with them. You know what I'm saying? So that it could be your idea. Correct. They do crazy stuff, and Maurice has been doing exactly that, pulling every trick out of his hat to get her to break up with him. And he said as much when he said she was too good to be true, which meant all 7 of those years he was dogging the hell out of her. He was dogging the hell out of her. He wanted her to walk away, and she didn't. So he puts a ring on her finger. But he didn't want that marriage. And he says that when he's talking to Claudia and all of them over there on Carlos King's page. He said, listen, I thought then that, you know, maybe we wouldn't work out. Claudia even checks him and said, dude, the only reason why you would continue to say that is because you wanted her to get out of your space. That was something you said in order to make her feel like she shouldn't have anything to say when you're out there doing your mess. She wasn't lying. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Let me also play this clip from last week's episode where Maurice dogs the hell out of Kimmy yet again, and this time in front of the therapist. So you agree to go to therapy only so you can be as nasty and as dirty and as doggish as you are outside of therapy. Check this out. Female therapist says, Maurice, what is going on in your world where you think that a woman can just lay down for you and whenever and you know, not actually have any type of quality time or intimacy. And he says to her, I was told growing up that women can lay on their back way longer than a man can stand up. That's what he said. A woman can lay on her back for way longer than a man can stand up, and I'm assuming pump is how he was saying it. And she goes, really? Who told you that? Good Lord. And she's saying all that shit and making faces, and her husband is laughing because he too is like, Jesus Christ. But her pen starts writing, and she's looking and writing. And I'm talking about the therapist, just in case y'all don't know. Maurice shocked the therapist when he said that. Kimmy gets embarrassed, and she knows she's embarrassed. There's no other way to explain it. Kimmy is embarrassed as hell, and she's looking at Maurice like, Jesus Christ, you just fucking did it. There's never an occasion where Maurice isn't going to embarrass the shit out of Kimmy about his addiction, because that's what it is. Correct. Maurice has never missed an occasion where he embarrasses the mess out of Kimmy, no matter what it is. And we saw this also in that interview that he and Kimmy did with Claudia on Fox Soul. Y'all remember that? Check this out. To change the tide. But baby, it was an epic fail. And we only got the first part. Part 2 actually drops later today. Now, let me set the scene for you guys. Kimmy and Maurice sat there in front of a white wall, hugged up. Do you hear me? Maurice had his arm around her back, and Kimmy spoke in the calmest tone, okay? First, she said that she never watched the interview because Maurice told her all about it, basically letting people know, I trust him. I trust him, okay? So he already told me about it. I don't even watch social media. He gave me all the nuts and bolts, and I went about living my life. She really wanted people to know that she does not pay attention or fool with comments in social media. Then she said, I saw the headlines about bending over and taking it. But actually what Maurice said was that she rolled over and suffered through it. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Kimmy said that in the actual episode during that car ride where she let him know that her libido was low and that anything that she is doing for him intimately is only for him because she doesn't get any enjoyment out of it. But she said that after she saw the headlines, that's when she went back over to him and said, what did you say? Now, we all know that those headlines were her DMs in the comment section because, baby, it was in shambles. It was literally on every platform. It had gone viral on national blogging sites. So, Kimmy, people were definitely reaching out to you and saying, when are you going to stop it with this young man? At this point, Kimmy is living a real life Mary J. Blige song right now. The I'm going down, the love don't live here anymore era. I know she called this man her soulmate, but she got to unlock her mind from that statement. But for the first part of the interview, Kimmy kept it cute. She was letting everyone know that she was okay, that Maurice has never forced her to do anything. She was assuring people that she was not in physical pain. She was assuring people that she never felt like they would divorce if she didn't sleep with him. And that her only problem with the entire thing was that she didn't think her husband's wording was the best. And because of that, she also said that she didn't believe that he protected her. Now, in that moment, you could see that that was a little blow to Maurice's ego. But the funny part is, it shouldn't have been because she was still protecting him. And the interviewers caught it and even said it, Kimmy, like even now you are protecting him. And Kimmy wasn't disputing that. She said, listen, I made a commitment to myself when I married this man that he would never go 7 days without it. Even if she's near death, he's gonna get it. Do you hear me? She was there to let people know, I understand why you guys are upset. However, it is not what you think. But then Maurice steps into the picture, okay? Now you got him sitting there. He is freshly shaven, no facial hair, nice little button-down shirt. He let Kimmy talk without interrupting her one time, okay? Completely silent. He didn't make any exaggerated facial expressions. And for a half of a second, I thought that this could have went down exactly the way they wanted it to. Now, people who are fans of the show might have been like, I still don't trust it, but non-fans may have went with it, okay? And that was all the way up until Maurice opened up his mouth and let the flies out. He was asked if he had any regrets about the words he chose and if he thought it wise to make Kimmy continue to be intimate with him during the fight of her life. Y'all, that's when Maurice said, with the same exact calmness and ease that Kimmy gave during that first half of questioning, this man said, yeah, I can't unring the bell. I said what I said, okay? The interviewers started joking, talking about, he just hit us with the Nene Leaks. Actually, they said candy, but it was definitely Nene Leaks. I said what I said, okay? And he proceeded to blame Kimmy for his answers. He said, listen, my wife decided to share on national TV before speaking with me that she was faking it. Then he said that he had no idea that she was even doing it, which completely paints him as an imbecile, because there is no way in hell that you could go to a doctor's appointment with your spouse and be told that they have the most aggressive form of breast cancer that they could possibly get, and not Google that diagnosis up, down, and sideways, okay? You are going to look for every piece of information that you can find that confirms what that doctor told you, and you're also looking for information that the doctor didn't tell you. You are Googling information on what they can and cannot do because you want to make sure that they are getting the best treatment and that their lives are comfortable. And if the sex is as important to you as you claim, then you would have Googled that too, because you want to know what you can put on your wife and what you cannot. Now, if he did not do that, that should tell you where Maurice places Kimmy in his damn life. Now, Kimmy sat there and she listened to that. She did not speak a word. But when I tell you that with every sentence that Maurice spoke, Kimmy flinched like she was being stabbed by his words. He refused to apologize, show any regret or remorse. It was like he could not give a damn. Then after that, they were both asked if their marriage was affected by that interview. Now, Maurice said he doesn't care what people think, so no. However, Kimmy said most of the time the fans do way too much, but in this case, she felt that they were right to feel what they felt. Now, if you guys remember, Kimmy actually said that Maurice protects his ex-wife and his son more than he has ever protected her. Her feelings, her reputation, her mental and her physical state. And Maurice proved every word that she spoke in that 10-minute interview. And I will be back with part 2, but right now. So there you have it, child. Roll over and suffer through it is what Maurice said. And it was Kimmy who said it to her friend when she was explaining to her. She just didn't have it. She didn't have it to give, child. But anyway, that's it. That's all. This is a story. This has been their storyline since season 1, damn near. Y'all tell me what y'all think about all of this in the comments. Make sure that y'all keep y'all notification bells on so we can finish up. We can finish up with the actual episode tomorrow, because I am doing the review and we are going to talk about it. Hell, I might go live tonight to get your thoughts, y'all raw feelings on it. Okay. Yes. I appreciate every single one of y'all for rocking with me too. Go ahead and hit the like button, share the video, follow me on all platforms at DYANAROZAY, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.